Hello YouTube, back again for probably my last pickups video of the year. I was hoping to go out with a bang, right, with a good pickup. In my last video, I said that I've got a good game on the way. That game I lost the auction, but 2 days later there was another one on eBay, and I managed to get that one. I paid a bit more than what I've liked to have, but it's a tick off my list now, and I'll probably get it in the new year because I've won it, and I'm not paying until the new year, which I've told the seller. So I said I'm likely to not receive it for a long time because the postal service at the minute is all slacking and they go all slow, don't they? And I don't want it to get lost. So I thought I'd be patient and just wait for the new year, and then I'll show you. I've got three games which are pricey games. They're all in the £100 each mark, so I spent £300 on 3 items, and they're all good ones. Well, they're not. One of them's a very desirable game. One of them's a pretty rare game, and I've been trying to get it for a couple of weeks now. And it's a pricey game, and it hasn't come up very often, and it's always at a high price. So what I got it for was a bargain. It's a good price. And the other one is a SNES game, Super Nintendo. It's a PAL game, so I've got to get a PAL PAL SNES to be able to play that. But yeah, when they come, I'll show you when I get them, and you'll be gobsmacked. So I didn't end the year with a bang, but I'm going to start 2013 with a bang. So yeah, on with the pickups what I've got since the last one. Got a couple PS2s. I've got 2 Game Boy games. But yeah, let's get started. First one, I got Defender for All Mankind. Funny enough, I picked this up the same day that Ninja Bear Hug did his last pickups video, and he picked this up on Xbox, and I've got the PS2 version. It's an okay game. It's a spaceship flying shooting game, like a Star Wars sort of thing, like space plane fighting. I don't know what them sort of games are called. You've got shooters, which are side-scrolling shooters, and then you've got these dogfights, but in space. So what are they called? Are they just called shooters as well? I don't know. And that was £1 in a charity shop. This next one I got in CEX. It was £2.50, but the case was looked like a dog scratched it, like someone got his claws in it. So I've just replaced the box, and as I was replacing it, I noticed that the cover, the box sleeve had been a little bit ripped as well, and that was Casper Spirit Dimensions. So yeah, you can see just along there is a bit split, but I don't care because now it's in a better box. It doesn't really notice, and it's the only one that's going to matter to is me, and it doesn't bother me. And it's a pretty shit game actually. I played it today to see what it's like. It takes ages and ages to get going. You've got to click in between each cutscene, like the character will say a line, and then they'll freeze, and then you've got to push X, and then the next character will say a line, and it's so boring. By the time you've got started, you just want to turn it off. And then another problem with this one is it's like you control Casper like a race car, but you use the right analog stick, like that game I had before, 4x4 Evo. You use the right analog stick to move Casper, like accelerate, and you use the left analog stick to steer which direction, if he's going to go up in the air or if he's going to go down. Or it's a bit weird. I haven't put too much time into it. By the time I actually got to do anything, I got a bit bored of it. I thought it took the joy out. I just didn't want to carry on anymore. So I was just testing if it works, and it does. The next one was 50p, but for 50p it didn't have the manual, but it didn't bother me because it's 50p, and the game looks pretty good. It's a side-scrolling one, and it's Mission Impossible. I don't think it has any tie-ins to the film. Can't see anything, but it looks like a side-scrolling platformer. if you look there, it looks like it's chess, but it's not. Or is it? I don't know. But the other screenshots looks like it's just side scroller. Yeah, so I'll give that one a go later on. Next one was 150. It's a racing game. Ferrari Challenge Deluxe. What's it called? Yeah, Ferrari Challenge Trofeo Pirelli. I haven't played it yet, but it's a racing game. Ferrari. So if you like that, yeah. Next one is for 150. It's a Rogue Trooper. I see this one all the time in my local CEX for the Xbox. I didn't notice a PS2 release, so I picked that up. Because when I always check the Xbox section, I always pick this one up because this one always catches my eye. Because on the Xbox boxes, you've got the artwork on the side and it's blue, and it always catches my eye, and I always pick it up. So that's that one. And the last PS2 game is another racing game. Looks like a knockoff of Burnout, and it was £2. It's Crash and Burn. It looks pretty decent. So yeah, that's my PS2 games. And then I popped into my local CEX, and I asked the guy behind the counter for any retro games, because you never believe it. Last week, about a week or two ago, I went into my local cash converters, and I was about 5 minutes too late. There was a lady, maybe about my age actually, and she was at the counter, and I saw the whole counter was full of Mega Drive games, all along. And then I went up to the counter and I said to the lady, "Are you selling these?" So I thought I'll make an offer. I'll give her a better offer than what they'll give her. And she said, "No, I'm buying them." And I thought, "Fuck's sake!" And then the guy pulled out a bag, a big massive bin liner cash converter bag full of Mega Drive games. And I thought, "Oh, there's going to be none left over." And she bought the whole lot. She must have bought about 60 Mega Drive games. There were so many, and I didn't want, because she said she's buying them all, I didn't want to have a look and see what they were, because it'd be a bit upsetting if there's some gems in there and I couldn't get them. And she obviously wouldn't let me have them, because she was buying them for a boyfriend for a Christmas present. So I thought, oh, fucking bastard, I was a bit too late getting in there. Otherwise, today I would have been showing you a stack of Mega Drive games. So, but yeah, today I went in and asked if he had any left, and no, there's none. The woman bought them all. So yeah, what I did get is I've got 2 Game Boy games in there that caught my eye. And the first one is Mickey Mouse. This was 50p, so I thought I'd get that. And I was expecting this to be a platformer like Castle of Illusions or what's it, the Donald Duck games, like that sort of thing. But it ain't. It's like the Bugs Bunny game, Crazy Castle, like where you go on levels and you open doors, find keys, and you do that sort of thing. But it's not too bad. I had a go on it, and this next one is the most common Game Boy game, but I got it just for the sake of playing. The condition of it is tatty, and I got home and I played it and I completed it for the first time in my life, because the last time I played this was on an old Game Boy, the old black and white Game Boys, and I never got the hang of holding the Game Boy. I couldn't get the hang of it. I couldn't play it properly, but I bunged it in the GameCube Game Boy player and I was more comfortable with it, and I completed it for the first time ever, and that's Super Mario Land. See, you can see it's got the labels all dodgy, but I just got it just for the sake of playing it, and it was a bargain. It was 50p, so I snagged that up. Quality game. I might do a recording of this if I can complete it again, and practice my commentating, because if you noticed in my latest Zelda upload, I've done a bit of talking over it. So yeah, I might try that again. So yeah, that's my pickups. But I've got one more to show you. So this is the last one of 2012. It's an N64 game, which I got off eBay, and I got it for a steal price. I was expecting to pay more. My maximum bid was about £15, and I got it for £4.70 plus £3 post and package. So it was a bargain. The condition is all right. It's acceptable for me. It's got a bit of a crease down the front, but for the condition of it, it's really good. I've seen the car only on eBay go for, they want a tenner for it. So and the other boxed ones are pretty squashed and like tatty. I don't like that. And it was Mischief Makers, and this is a game I knew back in the day. And it's a side-scrolling platformer, sort of an action platformer. It's pretty hectic, and it gets difficult very quickly. I've never completed it, and the only downside to it is this little crease that you can see here. I thought it was ripped the entire lot, but it isn't. It's just a little creasing. I don't know how you can get that mark, but you can see it. It's just it's nothing broken. And this is how I expect my N64 games. This is the minimum I would accept it. So I can open the box and take it out. And this is sort of condition I wouldn't take it if it's like this, where you've got shit all hanging off. So yeah, that's my pickups for the year. Have a good one. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace. See you next time.